Um, Look of You Podcast episode 204. I go by the name of Arrow. We got Papijohnson, and we also have two special guests. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, so my name is Freddie Martinez, and I am one of the two co-founders of the FRVD Running Club.
How you guys doing? My name is Asante Han. I'm also a co-founder of FRVD Running Club from Morristown, New Jersey.
Love that. Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, first, welcome back, y'all.
Thanks, man. Feels good to be back.
Yo?
Life
Before
is great.
We get with done. How's life, man?
It's good, man. It's good. The last episode I wasn't here, right?
Yeah.
I was.
Marty stopped before.
That's
before
right.
that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I'm good, man. It's been well over 6 months, 7 months. Took a little hiatus, focused on the music. I also moved, yeah. To all the listeners, I have moved. I no longer live in the trenches. So you ain't got to worry about me back in the hood. I'm not on the block anymore with Marty. But yeah, man, I moved. I live in Central Jersey now. It's nice.
It's not Jersey anymore, by the way.
It's not Jersey.
It's only North Jersey and South Jersey. There's
It's
no
not
Central.
Jersey anymore, man. It's definitely a red county. I'll put it that way.
But you
But
good, y'all?
Huh?
You good?
I'm good out there, man. They look at me and they be like, "Oh, that's Joseph."
We outside after this?
No, you could go outside.
We outside.
You could
We
go
outside.
But besides that, yeah, man, I moved. Everything's been going great. Letting my hair grow out. So if you watch this video, you know I'm here looking like Jim Jones back in 06. So
He looking country right now, by the way.
you know, man, I had to follow in the steps of my county. You know what I mean? It's a little country down there. But besides that, man, everything's good, man. How's everything with you? I feel like we rarely see each other anymore.
Shit, man. I've been good, just working. Shit. That's really it.
Felt that, yeah.
That's really it. But Freddie, you were one of our first guests when we first started this. Sky.
Yeah, I was. I think that
This
was
was
20.
this was when you started FRVD, right?
Yeah, it was really new at that time, and I think at that time actually I had just had the social event El Patio. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
And I came here I think the next week or something like that, and we chopped it up. So yeah, no, it's good to be back. I used to always be tapped in with you guys every Tuesday. I was on it. So it's good to be back for sure.
Appreciate you,
You
man.
let him down now.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man, you guys let me down. I'm telling you, I was tapped in. It was my go-to every Tuesday, and all of a sudden, it just wasn't there anymore on Spotify.
It was
I would
wild.
bug you too. I'd
They
be
were
like,
wild, right? The
"Where-"
episodes.
Oh my god, that's why I warned you. I was like, bro, let's keep it.
Nah,
you
yeah,
know?
we I'll put it this way, man. Ever since I started therapy, I kind of had to chill out on a lot of things that I've been doing, and I've also taken a lot of time to really find myself from the moment that I moved. So, like, my thought process is a little bit different. Obviously, off camera, I'm still the same me. Just a little bit more reserved, a little less, over the top because I had to chill out.
We're getting older, bro. Like, it
Yeah,
comes with
man.
that.
Yeah.
I just
I
think it
feel
was
you.
the topics we picked.
There were a lot of toxic.
I mean, on
topics.
the other end, it was entertaining. I loved it.
Yeah,
'cause
it
you
was
guys would go
entertaining.
into like really great deep topics, and then you'd go off track, and then it would take Marty to be like, all right, guys, let's bring it back. So it was a good balance overall.
I think the first half, like when we first started, I think that was we were just like if we weren't recording and we were just in the basement, we just bullshitting. But my first question for y'all is, how did this come about? What started this?
Yeah. So I guess to like really give you guys context of how this really started. So I initially tried to give this a shot back in April of last year. And whatever. I tried to give it a shot and I had a decent turnout. I think it was like 15 people and I was over the moon. I was just like, yeah, people are coming out. And then the next week I tried to give it another shot and only like 4 heads came out. So I was just like, damn, and I also had a marathon coming up at that time. So I had to kind of shift gears and really focus on that. So I kind of just let that be. And then I was like, you know what? Let me give this another shot. Now it's July, early July. And actually a mutual friend kind of put us together. And he was just like, you should get in contact with this kid Asante. He's also trying to, start some sort of like a running crew. And then I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I think 2 is better than 1. So let me just give this a shot. Let me connect with him. I will have a partner this time. So things might be a little different. And then before you know it, we were in a group chat. And then after that, we kind of just said, you know what? All right, bro, let's lock in. But I had to kind of check the temperature. I was just like, this kid really about it? Is he really, is really into this running game.
I always check temperatures out here. Yeah.
Hey man, it'd be like that, you know. We checked our temperature
Exactly.
When I
10
picked them
years
up,
ago.
When I picked them up today, I had to check.
10 years ago. No, it's literally 10 years. We've
That's
been
crazy.
doing this for a
We gotta
decade.
go outside,
Yeah, we do gotta go outside. Yo, this year's a lot of anniversaries.
But
So that's essentially how that.
are you guys close? I know I'm going all over, but it's just
No,
Are you
it's
guys
good.
close now? Because I would tell you, we met in 2015, and at first we were recording this and that, and then I think it took how many months in to like actually just start going out and just hanging out?
I think it was after we did the Let It Go video. I think it was after that.
Like 3 months.
So like it was between like 3 to 4 months,
Like
somewhere
3-4
around there.
months where we said we would just record. That's it. And then after 3-4 months, we just said, "Yo, let's hang out." And then we would just hang out, and it'll be just not music anymore. It would just be like just us hanging out. So are you guys like that, or is it just straight business?
Well, no, I mean, it's funny because we're both from Morristown. We probably we did go to the same high school. I think I got maybe 2 years on him. So I probably walked past him a million times in high school, and I just never had a conversation with him. I'm sure you knew of me, or I
You probably
knew of
picked
him.
on him, man.
Nah. See how tall he is?
He
But
probably had a growth
bro.
spurt. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I hit that already. But I mean, previous to this, we never had a a connection. But now we talk to this guy every day. We're in conversation. It's friendship. It's running. It's tips. It's whatever. But I'll let him expand on that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's kind of, I just think it's crazy how things develop. And that's one of the things I always say, just in conversation. I almost say it daily. Like, you never know where things are going to take you. And I'm a year under you, but you went to high school, or you were in the same grade as my cousin. Mm-hmm. So in our high school, we probably had like 10 Freddies. You know, we had so many different Freddies. So it would be hard to remember which Freddy's which. And I remember hearing about you, but I had never met you.
Was it a good way or bad way you heard about him, man?
In some way. You know,
as long as you're heard about, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, but aside from that, never had a conversation, and that was pretty much that. Like, my cousin might have mentioned you a couple of times. I knew you were one of the Freddies. That was really
one of the
One of
Freddies.
the Freddies is wild.
It's crazy. So you're one of the Freddies,
Bro, we had like
no, we did.
Yeah, we had a couple.
Because I'm a grade over him. I went to Morristown, so
yeah.
I'm 2010. You're 2011.
12. Yeah.
12?
Yeah.
Weren't you a junior when I was a senior?
Nah, I was a sophomore. I'm 2012.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
It's all right, bro.
That was a while ago, bro. Like,
Memory loss comes with age.
that was a
we're
long time
2010.
ago.
I'm looking at you like you graduated. Yeah, we're 2010.
So how did you?
We carbs are 2010.
Yeah. When did you move out of Morristown, though?
Bro, I moved out of Morristown, Sussex Avenue. What grade is that?
Sussex is elementary school, bro.
That's when I moved over here.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
man, you've been out here for a minute.
But I couldn't. I didn't want to go here because my mom was working at more school districts, so they were like, I was fine going there.
Okay.
So that's why I kept going. But anyways, we'll go ahead. I forgot what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, at the time we got connected, again, I was thinking I was going to start a run club. And at the time, one of the friends who I reached out to this all happened while I was at work. And this particular friend, I mean, if it wasn't for him, none of this would have happened. Mm. He's the type of guy, he went out of it. He not only suggested it, but he's this type of guy, he went out of his way to put us in a group chat together. Mm. And I'm working on patients. I'm a physical therapist. So this is all happening within the span of, like, as soon as I texted him, 30 minutes later, I'm in a group chat with Freddie. The group chat's going off in my pocket. I can feel it. I have no idea what's going on. I get a break. I look at the group chat, and all of a sudden, shortly after work, we get on the phone, and I mean, the rest is history.
And even after that conversation with him on the phone, I was just like, oh, yeah, this is going to go down. Yeah. You know, because you could just tell when someone's about it.
Did you have a name already? Did you have a name? For the club? For your club that you wanted to start?
Did I have a name? I had a few things I was thinking about, but nothing I was attached to.
That's a good question, because the first thing I asked him was, again, going into this, I was like, I got a partner now, you know, so it's not just about me. Everything that I do has to go through him. So I was just like, look, I got this FRVD brand. It stands for Forever Ready versus Delayed. I'm open to whatever you want to, you know, come to a mutual agreement on. We could do that. And he was just like, nah, bro, Forever Ready versus Delayed. Let's keep it. It makes sense. It's on brand. You already got momentum, so let's just keep it. And that's what we did. We just added Run Club, and then, you know, we kind of just went from there.
Yeah.
50-50? It's 50-50?
As far as what?
Like ownership.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I love that for you guys, man. I mean, I would say this. Can you tell us a little bit more of your story? Like, obviously, we're familiar with Freddie. We've been here before, but tell us a little bit more about your story and, you know, what led you into wanting to do this running. Obviously, you mentioned that you're also a PE. Yeah, right? Physical therapy. PT, sorry. PT. So, relax, not too much. So just give us a little bit more about you, who you are, and just what got you to this point of wanting to do this as a, because obviously I don't want to call it a hobby, because yeah, it starts off as a hobby, but then it becomes more of who you are. And I know from the, especially we'll get into Juan, but speaking into to Juan and the conversations him and I have, like, running is more than just running. You know, so just kind of tell us a little bit more about your story and what got you into wanting to do like these half marathons, or just even start this crew. What brought into your mind to want to do this?
Yeah, I appreciate that, and thank you guys for having me, first of all, and having us, just so I have a chance to tell some of this story. But I did my first 5K at some point in grad school, and at that time, a buddy of mine just asked me if I wanted to do it. Never ran more than a mile, maybe a mile and a half, something like that. So I did that 5K. That didn't really lead into anything. And then maybe a year or so later, I had a friend who passed away, and I didn't really set out to do this in honor of him or anything like that. I wasn't raising money. I wasn't telling people I was going to do this, but I decided to run a half marathon around that time. And I would just run alone, and most of that in silence. I don't really run with music or anything like that. So I would reflect. And when I ran that half marathon, I even say, of all the things I've done at this point, that was one of the hardest things I've ever done physically. Physically and mentally as well, because when you go through these races, it's such a mental battle. You're feeling great, and then you're not. And so halfway through, my legs locked up. I at that time, honestly, just looked up and just kind of prayed to my friend and said, just help me get through this. And I kid you not, when I say my leg was locked up, it couldn't move from like the leg down. And that's at mile 6. There's 7 more miles to go. Somehow I kept going. I was dying by the end. But I made it and got to the end. That's probably the most pivotal point in my running journey. And that's what's led to so many more things beyond that. And so before starting the Run Club with Freddie, I went to an event sponsored by Jesse Itzler and Devin Levesque, an all-day running company. It's called Running Man. And that event really is what completely changed my life. I went down there. I had an injury I was dealing with, and I was kind of bummed mentally. I wasn't in it. I'm like, why? I shouldn't go. I'm not prepared for this. I'm not trained. I haven't done enough training. Just all this negative talk. And then I get down there, and this is actually crazy. Within the first moment getting there, I meet one of my best friends to this day, Jeremy, and nicest guy. We're going through this event. Later that day, Jesse Itzler comes on stage to give a talk, and it was all that negativity that I had going down there just completely went away. And we sat next to each other, and I turned to him during that talk. We were so moved by what was going on, and just said, you want to try to run 50 tomorrow, 50 miles. I was, at that point, the most I'd run was 23. The next day we ran 50 straight. And that's kind of what I want to bring to our population. That's what I told you maybe the first day we got on the phone. And that's a big motivation for me.
It's awesome, man.
Crazy.
So, I mean, honestly, I can definitely understand you saying, doing this for your friend. My condolences to that. I did lose my friend about a year and maybe a few months ago. Year and a few months. Um, and that was probably like a very telling moment for myself, especially when it came to music. And the reason I say that is because, yeah, he's my biggest support system. But I feel like whenever him and we worked on stuff, he kind of always brought like mostly like that raw side. Pause. But he brought that raw side of me that usually I don't I don't really demonstrate anymore. But when it comes to working with Eric, he brings out the best of what I have. And when it comes to like musically and just putting records together. But when it comes to like rapping, I feel like he always brought that side out of me, especially when we did records together. And it kind of bummed me out because now I kind of look back on it and I feel like, at least me personally, I take it a little bit for granted. But I know he looks down on me, and I just want to make him proud. And I know for sure you looked up at him and was like, "Yo, just help me get through this." And I know for a fact you made him proud. Yeah. So there's a beautiful story, man. I really appreciate that. So, but I know running is definitely a huge mental battle. Then from the conversations that I've had with runners that I know, what kind of goes through y'all head when you guys are doing these runs? Because I know for a fact it's a lot. I mean, I tried running for a little bit. I was doing like 3 miles every other day. By like the second mile, I wanted to just like drop on the floor and stop breathing. So it just kind of walk me through like what goes through your head and how do you get past those mental blocks?
Yeah. So I think for shorter distance, well, actually, let me track back. I think my biggest challenge in the beginning was let's say I set out to do a 7-mile run. I'd look down and be like, all right, I got one. But instead of thinking about, I just got one more to go, I would look and be like, I got 6 to go. Mm-hmm. So automatically I'm thinking like, damn, I'm doubting, did I fuel properly? Can I keep going? Now that just completely messes up my run. So I think once I got past that and just realized, when they say just 1 mile at a time, like that's for real, just take it one at a time. So I think once I started to apply that, things just started to flow a little better and my runs just got a lot more productive.
How about for you?
Yeah, it's definitely been a development. I think it comes down to a lot of self-talk and just being aware of, I try to catch myself in what I'm saying to myself.
Yeah.
And that tends to help. You don't have it every day, but certainly when you're on, and you have to deal with the days when you're not. So I just try to catch whatever I'm saying. And then if it is something negative, flip it and try to give myself some sort of positive boost.
It's easy, man. It's easy to just be like, what, screw this. But, that's that discipline. That's going back to what you said. Running is not just running. It's more than running.
Yeah.
If you set out to do 5 miles, you better go do 5 damn miles or else, like, what was the point of that? So, and that's how you create discipline, just doing what you say you're going to do. Mm-hmm. And that's been working for me at least.
So for any like novice runner trying to get into it, would you guys give them like, what are some tips you would give them to like, if they want to get started and be like, I want to try my first 5K or my first 10K. What are some tips you would give them to be like, well, this is what you have to do to prepare or what to do?
Look, I'm not going to get too deep into that because I'm no coach. I'm no expert. I'm still learning myself. But the only thing that worked for me that I know works is just, again, going back to what I just said, doing what you said you're going to do. Start off with a mile. Do half a mile. Tomorrow, take a rest day. Do 2 the next, the day after that. Just set out a plan and just attack it, because the moment you start going backwards, you're a negative again. So just do what you're going to say you're going to do. That's
absolutely. I think that's what it comes down to. I think for me, this has really helped me lately in my running journey to take it to the next level. Is just decide what you're in it for. Like for me, I take it seriously now. So this is what motivates me. But if you're just doing it casually to get in shape, what you might need to do is actually think about a sustainable approach. Like I said, I'm a physical therapist, so I have to explain this to a lot of people is you want to progressively load up. And that's really important. If you run long enough, you're going to get injured. So that's a part of it. Like you have to deal with injuries. And one of the tips I'd give is just progressively load.
Slowly but surely.
No wonder my hamstring was hurting at one time. You know, you gotta get into running, bro.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro. You know what they say at our age in their 30s, everybody
running.
want to do a marathon for some reason. So
Nah,
come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm in the office, yeah.
You in the office?
I'm in the office.
He's like, yo, just FaceTime me while you're on your run, yeah.
What got you into running? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. When we first did this,
Yeah.
I was like, I remember we had a brief conversation, I think, before we started the pod, before they came. And I remember you told me what you want to do with FRVD. And I was like, oh, word.
Yeah.
Now, like that, now what was it, like 5 years, let's say 5 years later, like it's like a whole 360 now. Like what you wanted to do with that, I'm like, okay, he's not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
Like what got you into running?
Wait, hold on. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
So before before he told me about this was being set up, he was like, yeah, we're gonna do the pod again, and Freddie gonna come on. I was like, oh, where Freddie? He's like, yeah, we're gonna talk about his run club. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, run club. He's like,
what just happened?
He's like, yeah, he's doing a run club. And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? He's like, and then he sent it to me, and I was like, okay.
Well, FRVD is just, I guess the top brand. You know, the run club is just like a stem off that. So those are two completely separate things. But FRVD is really just like an outlet now. You know, I can do whatever with it. It was a digital agency at first, which is kind of like, what the hell? How to go from that to this? But again, going back to the name thing, that's why we're just like, let's just make a stem off of it. And that seemed to work out. You know, for everybody's just, hey, it's on brand, whatever. But what got me into running, I say, was COVID. There was a lot going on. I had a corporate job that was trying to go remote. And think about trying to go remote during that time. Like nobody knew what that was. So that would create, you know, that just made me super anxious. And for whatever reason, I would go out and I'm just going to go run, you know. And I realized that after every run, I would feel much better. It's just kind of like the anxiety just left. And then I did that for like 2 years. And then it wasn't until like 2 years ago where I was just like, you know what? If I'm doing all this running, then let me just test myself. So I signed up for my first marathon. And I ended 2024 with 2 marathons under my belt. And that just kind of, you know, now I'm here. Now I started a run club. And we're going to, you know, try and take that to whatever levels we can.
What made you take it from the marathon to business? To make money off of it.
To make money off of what?
Like, well, if you're doing merch, like this is business right here. So my thing is, how'd you go from now, I want to have fun with running marathons, but now, you know what? Let me see if I could turn this into a business now.
Well, I think the merch part is just kind of like, you know, we want people out there to proudly wear our merch. Yeah. So that's like with anything, right? You want to come out with some sort of merch. But I think what we did different was we built a community and we gave them that trust. We never asked for anything up front. If anything, till now, shit, we're still coming out of pocket. You know, we're not really getting anything, but you know how it goes. You got to put up money to make money. And again, we're still not even making money. And that's not really our top priority. But yeah, I mean, we gave them that trust and that led to like, yeah, we will support you because you guys do a lot for us.
But this goes back to what I've been telling him. I told Carbs, I tell a lot of people, I was like, you could really make money on things you love doing.
100%.
I was like, it could be, you could like to paint, you could like to cut grass, you could like to cook, you could like to walk. You could make money off of everything if you truly want to do it.
Exactly. I agree.
You know
with
what
that.
I mean?
And people got to see that.
And I use you as an example. Like with Carl, I was like, yo, look at Freddie real quick. He turned running into now you say, you know what? Let me build a community. And now let me see if I could get some profit too, just to balance it. And look at you. This is why I'm like, yo, when all these people like billionaires and all that say, you got to just do what you love. It's actually really true. You do what you love.
100%.
Bro.
But no, I think, but again, bro, like I always want to give him, you know, his flowers because if it wasn't, 2 is better than 1. My example, like, you know, I tried to do it myself and it just, for whatever reason, wasn't working out. So, you know, I tapped in with him and we've been able to build this and he's been an essential part of this club. He's like the president. I like to call him the president. You know? every run, we always he always goes up and he talks to the crowd. This is the route. This is the pace groups. And I'm kind of in the back, just,
The pictures,
photography stuff. So like, again, you need that dynamic. We both can't be good at the same thing.
But you see, you had a upper hand on a lot of things because you're a photographer.
Yeah. So I've been shooting for like, again.
So my thing is,
I kept everything in house,
and you knew the marketing. So
I knew
you were
everything.
You know what? Let him take care of the speaking. Let him take care. And let me just do the photography, the marketing, and bam.
Bro, I love that you brought that up because a lot of people don't realize that, and he'll tell you like, I had this all planned out, bro. Like the vision was already out. I had a mood board. I had everything. I had the logo. I had the colors. I had it all. I just needed a partner to like help me get this going and connect the dots. And
play the positions,
you gotta be able to play the position. You can't be good at everything. And
the
thing is, again,
yo, listen, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
But this dude sent me a video the other day. He's like, yo, this is what you gotta do. I was like, bro, I've been doing it. You know what? Never mind, bro. Nah, but that's dope, man. It's really dope. I think people don't understand when it comes, especially when creating something with somebody, or if you already have something and then just adding another stem to it or adding another part to it that was missing is so crucial.
Yep.
And, that's why I always give him his flowers. Even though we I think as of lately we've been bickering a lot more, but I think it's for the best.
It's tough love between you.
And I think that we've been through it for like the past decade, from, just having personal issues to business issues, and then the music having its ups and downs, and, creating the podcast, I think was probably one of the most exciting things for us, because we really went into it, head first, and, and it consistently, I've never been one for analytics, but when I was into the analytics and looking at everything, I think that's what kind of like fucked with my morale. Because it was like, damn, the numbers aren't up. Why am I? And I think I became too obsessed with the numbers to where it became like, all right, maybe I should back away from this. Just let it be what it's supposed to be, and just continue to do what we're doing. And then just from that, we, seeing how the numbers fluctuate. And I think that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to fluctuate. But regardless of that, I give him his flowers, because I don't think I would be where I'm at if it weren't for him. And maybe he feels the same way about me. I'm not too sure. But
I don't, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's ask him.
But and I think we've created you. I came into what he already has set, and then I just kind of added whatever I could to it. And I think we've been consistent but inconsistent at times.
It's crazy. It's the same way how you guys came, because he actually had a group or a name or a label, whatever you want, beforehand. But I had the idea of the logo, the name, everything. But I was like, yo, I just need the artist, the main guy. And that's where he came in. I was like, you know what? I was like, I was like, yo, let me handle everything behind it, and you just rap.
That's fire.
And
that's fire.
Yeah. And what's crazy, we just found out during COVID, one of his records went like over 100,000 plays, or maybe more. And we just found out now. I was like, damn, that was the moment to take advantage of it. But you live and you learn.
Bro, I mean, you guys got the foundation. It's just
it's all about
scaling up again.
But it's talking about like when you first started FRVD.
Yeah.
Obviously, your close friends. You're like, yo, you want to try to do things with them.
Yeah.
Did you think like that, or no? Did you picture doing things like with your close friends, or no?
I'm trying to think back to like when I first started. I might have, but obviously it didn't progress.
Yeah, where I'm getting is it crazy how you're doing something with someone that you just met, and it's not someone that you've been so close with your whole life?
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's how things work, though.
And then, what's crazy, and every time, for me it hurts, because I'm like, you try to push someone so much, but they're just not. They just don't want it that much.
Sometimes, like, you don't even gotta force those things. Like it's sometimes it's not meant to be, bro. Like they can still support from the shadows, and they can still show you real love, but they don't always gotta be in the mix. Sometimes, honestly, I prefer it, because knowing too much is kind of like too much. I'd rather just have someone come in and just
know too much.
Know too much. You don't want to know too much.
I gotta get rid of you.
Take him to the back.
We gotta self-destruct this motherfucker.
But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what do you guys run in? Like, what kind of shoes do you guys, when you're doing your daily runs and then kind of preparing for marathon, and what do you use for your marathons?
I'll let.
You can hit escape him.
Yeah, that's a great question. It's a great question. I honestly feel like only recently have I gotten an understanding of what feels good on my foot. It takes a long time, a lot of trial and error. But I will say, if I'm going to race, it's gonna have a carbon plate, so there's different brands. But I think the best shoe I've worn is the Alpha.
Good answer. Because I was about to end this if you said the wrong shoe. I'm just saying, like, stop it now.
That's a Nike shoe.
Yeah.
And that's for in different distances. I do like some others, but if I'm gonna run,
All right, stop the podcast. We're done.
I'll say that.
Yeah, no trial and error for me. I'm a swoosh guy. You know, I've always been since I played soccer. All my favorite players wore.
He said
Nike.
school year too.
I mean, probably, man. I'm fat and out of shape.
But yeah, no, I mean that just works for me, you know. So Alpha Fly, the Invincible is good for like a regular just run. But Vaporfly, Alpha Fly for sure when it comes to race day. Carbon plated, baby.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, because again, I just recently moved, so I work at a Well Collective. And for those who are not familiar with what a Nike Well Collective is, Well Collective is more of a athleisure, focuses a lot heavier more on like performance and sportswear. So in my door, we're super big on like the Peg 41 as your everyday walking shoe, and obviously like you have your Vomeros, your Structures. You also have your Structures. You also again your Invincible runs.
You got your hookup right here. I'm just letting you know. We got you.
Hey man, man.
Just hit them up, yo.
We'll add them to the list.
Yeah, slide in my DMs.
They got a
Pause.
list, yeah.
Slide in my
You're
DMs.
the
Pause.
peasant, yeah, compared. We got the.
But I will say this, working for Nike and being a part of the brand. Are you guys excited for the new Pegasus Premium that's coming out?
Yeah, on 30th, right?
Yeah, 30th.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for them for sure. I think there's a few colorways that came out, right?
Did you see the pink?
I saw the pink. I don't think I'm gonna be going for the pink, but I'll go for like, what is it, the silver, like violet, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for those, but I don't know, man. I feel like they look very lifestyleish.
That's the one concern I have, and
I don't look at that shoe and think, I'd rather rock them for something casual. I don't know if I want to run in them. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of what Nike is trying to shoot towards.
Yeah,
make the running shoe a little bit more stylish, so it can also be something you can wear casually and also be comfortable on your feet.
Exactly. Like the pegs looks like a running shoe.
Yeah.
The Bolt colorway, I have them, and I'll be honest. Look, I love Nike, but those ain't it, man.
The 41?
Yeah, they just ain't it for me. I don't know why. And I even
like
chase
that,
the
bro.
insoles and everything. I can't.
Man, I'll run barefoot, bro.
Yeah, you're a different.
You're
a different breed, bro.
You gonna take it back to Mexico days?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it back to Mexico days, running through gravel, bro. No, but that's awesome. I mean, we're hoping, at least in my door, to get the shoes in soon.
Yeah.
Have
you seen them yet?
I've seen the pictures.
Yeah. Not in hand yet.
Not in hand.
You got the 5s in hand.
Yeah.
The metallics.
Yeah.
He has them in hand, dude.
Oh, I might have to go see what's up in that back trunk.
Bro, I told him, I was like, yo, you gotta hold one for me.
Yeah,
man. Now they're beautiful in person.
Yeah,
but we're getting them. If not this week, hopefully sometime in the middle of the week next week.
It's got to be soon. They're dropping soon.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this.
What's the retail on that? 210.
210, bro. That hurts me.
Not before this coming.
Yo, what's that discount, bro? What's that discount?
We'll talk about it after the pod, man.
What's that discount, man?
Talk about it after the pod.
Just say Rise with Tour. It rhymes with Tour.
Yeah, this guy is crazy.
That's the code?
Hey, man.
It rhymes with Tour, the number.
It rhymes with dirty. Yes and no.
Okay.
All right.
You trying to give it the low one?
Yeah.
You don't want to give him the good one.
Yeah,
Don't give me
chill.
nothing
Don't
better
put me on the
than
spot.
lower than 20%, bro. I don't need that.
But
Nah, bro, it's more than 20%.
Are you guys on TikTok?
I am personally. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about for the main
Run Club? Nah. Not yet, at least. Not yet.
Cause you know what's crazy? Just me thinking right now. Like you guys talking about like the running shoes and all that. I think that shit would go viral. And those TikToks,
like
yeah, like explaining like a little quick 8 seconds, 10 seconds. Because I think that's really meaningful for a lot of people. Like they don't know what to use. So I think with you guys' insight, I think you guys just doing those little videos like that.
Yeah.
This shit, you're gonna take this shit to because nobody's doing that. I don't see none of that.
Yeah, like
So,
shoe review, you mean?
Like
Or-
no, running like what to run in.
Oh, okay.
Like talk about like what he was talking about because I had no idea what he was saying. So
Yeah.
with him saying that, I know there's people who
Like you already learned something just by
yeah.
him
So
breaking it.
I know there's people who are wondering about that,
Yeah.
and I feel like with that, I feel like you guys would take your run club to like the
Yeah.
because you're gonna be yo bro. Just imagine one goes right, they'll be like yo, come down to Florida, yo, do a
Little demo. Yeah. I like where your head's at, Era.
but
Oh.
But damn, we had a bunch of questions, y'all.
Anyway, so
We had a bunch of questions, man.
you know,
I'm trying
so I will mention this. You know, we brought it up at the beginning of the podcast. You know, about Juan. You know, and you know, just to give a little info on who Juan is. Juan is one of the Northeast Territory Eakins when it comes to performance. And he's been with the company for about like 8-9 years now. I worked alongside him. He used to be my coach at the Nike factory door that I used to work at, and you know, we kind of developed a friendship. And when I was at the Nike factory door, you know, we had conversations about starting a run club at the store, just to kind of like, you know, we had conversations, and I told him, you know, I want to do something to kind of build on, and you know, also get the community involved. Reason being is because before I got to the door that I was at, obviously COVID hit, but before COVID, they would always talk about the run club that they had at the door and just getting the community involved and just stuff like that. And that's something that I wanted to do. And obviously it didn't come into fruition. Juan did end up getting the Eakin role. So my question to you is, how did that come about, you meeting Juan? Because again, obviously, you know, Juan is really, really big on running. He's like, his passion for like running and what it is amazing. It's inspiring at times, because I look at it sometimes, like me personally, I like to run, but I'm not in love with it. And I think that I want to be in love with it, but I'm not trying to force it, right?
Yep.
But you know, how did that?
I respect that, by the way.
Yeah,
Because and we'll get back to that question, but I think running, at least the last year or so, has become very trendy.
I was gonna bring that
Which
up.
is fine, you know, like it's
I was gonna
fine.
bring that up, man.
Nah, it's good. But and especially run clubs too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I do respect someone saying, you know what, like I like it. I want to get out there and run, but I don't want to force it.
yeah,
Yeah. Shout out to you for that.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I haven't really had too much of a chance to speak with Juan other than just meeting him at the 10K that we did. It was a joint 10K with two other run clubs, Slow and Steady and Grind Society.
Shout out to them. That's the family.
Shout out to them.
That's the
Absolutely.
family.
Yeah, and so that was in Jersey City, and Juan came there with some support. So I think they had 3 or 4 shoe models that anyone could try on and run with that day. And so we briefly spoke there. I know, Fred, you've had a chance to speak more with Juan.
Yeah, so I actually, so I met him there for the first time. You know, he actually greeted us with some vapor flies. So here you go. I was just like, man, all right. So he's off to a good start. But yeah, so then I had a couple meetings with him, and he's just a good dude overall. Like, he is willing to just sit back and be like, bro, ask me whatever you need. However I can help you, I'll do that for you. So I'm going to use him, or I have been using him as a really good source to just insight and then critique, you know, because you can't always just ask. You got to be able to be like, all right, so what do you think we can improve on? And I'll take that as you know, good criticism. But overall, Juan is a top tier for sure. Top tier.
No, yeah, and you know, I didn't bring it up to him because because he was actually at my store last week, because he came in and we were going over the Pegasus, and he came in to kind of talk about the technology, the silhouette, and the colorways that are dropping, and just kind of breaking down the shoe of what it is and the purpose of it. But you know, next time I see him, which he'll most likely come back to the door because he always is, and because the shoe is dropping, he'll definitely stop by again. But I'll definitely bring you up in conversation. I think he'll definitely be like, oh, that's your guy. I'm like, you know, man, I'm all connected out here. You know, I'm in the streets.
And then you got to show him the shirt.
No, for sure. But
You gotta try it on after, yeah.
hey man, this is gonna be my summer running shirt, man.
You guys drink a lot of water while you guys run? How much water do you guys intake?
I'll be honest, I don't really carry water with me. I can go a few miles without water, but I try to. If anything, I'll do like chewables, like Scratch Labs, just to stay hydrated. But here or there, depends how I'm feeling.
It definitely depends, and I think this is something that I learned as I got more experience. The nutrition and hydration side is huge, especially as you start to go further with your distances. But typically, people only tap into that during races, but you can tap in during your training, and I think it helps. So I've been trying. I don't really drink water too much. I try to drink electrolyte mixes if I'm going to drink anything, because that'll have some carbs in it, some sort of sodium, and that'll just help me more than the water.
Yeah, I drink electrolytes too. It's called tequila.
It makes you faster too. I heard.
Hey, man.
It makes so crazy nice. But so we'll explain what you guys had like not a get together, like an event, like two events.
Social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
We had.
Because how'd you go from running to now having a social event with the run club?
Yeah.
Whose idea was it?
Both of ours. Bro, we chop everything up. There's no way that I'm ever gonna just be like, this is what we're doing, and I don't care what you think.
Maybe we should talk to him about that, yeah.
Yeah. No, we talk about everything.
Sometimes you gotta be like that, man, because you be taking too long.
Look, if it ever comes down to that, it better be a damn good idea, and you better have it all laid out, and the infrastructure gotta be.
That's why I be twerking, bro. I'm telling you, it works.
The socials, though.
I think that's interesting, and it's interesting that you asked, because this is probably either our first or second conversation. Literally, our first or second conversation. We were already talking about that.
Yep.
When we spoke, it was in the summer, so one of our goals was just to gain momentum in the summer, because that's when people are going to be out. And fortunately, we were able to do that. But I remember that must have been our first or second conversation saying we got to do something.
Yeah, we have to do something for the people,
Right.
Where they can see each other outside of running and really connect on a whole different level. It doesn't always have to be running. Obviously, the run club, we're there to run. That's the obvious, But like people want to engage, they want to. Who the hell is that? Or
so are you losing money in these events?
Are we losing money?
Because if you're saying you're trying to give back, so basically if you're trying to give back, you don't want to charge them for anything besides the drinks or whatever for it. So you guys just putting money in just to be like, you know what? It's not really a loss. It's just we're gaining something more than just a loss.
I'm telling you, we don't look at anything that way. Anything that we put in, it's because
it's a game.
It's a game, bro. Like if they can or the community can engage and get something out of it and form their own groups and go to hockey games or on a trip together, then we won. Mission accomplished. But yeah, no, we never looked at it that way.
All right. I like that. And
we just had our holiday party too.
Yeah.
And
Damn, what was mine?
Yeah, I was gonna. Bro, I told you.
No, you didn't, bro.
I was actually gonna go. I was actually
open to anyone.
Bro, this man is a habitual liar, bro.
But you're down there. You're not gonna come up here,
bro. Whatever I do in Tennessee is none of your business, bro.
I was gonna come
He
up.
didn't invite me. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. Yeah.
I was gonna go. I was gonna go with cars.
Yeah.
Two things happened. I think he fell asleep. Second, I was like, yo, I think it was
Fell
snowing.
asleep?
I think it was snowing that day or the day before. It was something with the snow. We were snowing, yo. It was snowing. I'm not lying.
That's something that I know I would have remembered if it's snowing.
Yeah, it was. Bro,
it?
check it back.
It was
Check
cold.
back.
It was
No, it's not cold. It was snow. It was ice something. It was something going on.
Look,
I was like, you know what, man?
We're gonna have more, bro.
Nah, I'm definitely showing up, man.
No miles required.
Are you trying to bring something to more stuff?
We're gonna try to.
Well, I mean, I'll say this, man. From just like the pictures that I've seen, and then also not even speaking to Juan about you, but just Juan telling us about how the Jersey City event went. I think that you guys are doing a phenomenal job. And I think you guys should just keep doing what you're doing, especially the way you guys are giving back more so to the community.
Yeah.
And I think people don't understand the importance of that of what that is, right? A lot of people start up things and just expect to, receive, right?
Yeah.
And they don't ever give back to those same people who basically put into what you have, right? So, I will say you guys are doing a phenomenal job. Just looking at the pictures and videos and just kind of seeing what's happening, I think you guys are doing great. And Freddie, known you for a few years now, and just seeing the consistent trajectory. You're doing a phenomenal job, and just seeing what you guys doing it together now, I think it makes me happy because now it's kind of like it extends because now I kind of see you on a different forum because it goes from I know you from your brand, but now it's extended to this, and now I know you through somebody else now. So it's beautiful. It's a full circle.
It's a full circle, and that's
you
something that we're realizing. Just consistently being more involved in this community. It's like everyone kind of knows each other, and you also got to get out there and meet these people. We had a crazy end of 2024. We you didn't touch on your 100-miler, but we can touch on that. You can touch on that. But even going to the New York City Marathon, a lot of our people also raced. I raced in the Philadelphia.
Yeah, I saw that, man.
So like, he was out there with signs and everyone for every single person. So that shows that we really care about you guys. Like seeing your sign at mile 18 can really take you a long way. Someone's there for you. And that's something that we always are going to do. No matter where these people go, we're going to go and support.
What's the most you guys had in I think it was you guys do Tuesdays, right?
Tuesdays and then every other Saturday, but it's been a little more consistent because we have collabs with coffee shops.
What's the most you guys had in attendance for a Tuesday? Like in the summertime, I guess.
I know the number.
You do?
He's like,
I don't know the number. But
we got to beat this.
Well, remember, I look at these pictures, and I'll sit there and I'll just.
It's got to be close to somewhere.
Just guess when he'll tell you.
I know it's somewhere around 200. It's something like that.
201. And mind you, bro.
Listen, just say $5 per person. You know how much money that is?
Nah, I can't.
You see, I'm thinking out business. You see, I'm a whole. It's just like, damn, 200 people. Do you know just $1 or $2 could do? But anyway,
bro, that will come.
I know.
That will come.
But I know you guys run around like all Morristown, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't really talk about the running, but I'm just saying, since you guys see Morristown, how do you guys feel about the rebrand of Morristown?
Well, that is a good question because a lot of this, for me personally, came about like for whatever reason, I just didn't want like a random kid from Greenpoint, Brooklyn to move here and start a run club when I know that we do this for real too. So a lot of that,
it's gonna happen. You know that, right?
It can happen. That's just
it's gonna happen.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hit me up, bro.
Look, the good thing about these run clubs,
Devil's Advocate, you think they're gonna be the only run club Morristown by next year?
Well, we aren't now.
No, but I'm just saying by next year I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Bro,
it's always gonna come.
There's a million.
It's always gonna come now.
But the good thing about this scene is that there's no contract involved. If we are not the fit for you, then that's okay. And quite honestly, we don't want to be the fit for everybody. That's too much. The good thing is, you can. There's plenty to choose. So if we're not for you, that's okay. But if we are, we got your back. But yeah, bro, I think a lot of that just came from like, I can't have somebody else for like who didn't. We grew up around here, bro.
It's all right, bro. We'll jump them, bro. I got you.
So yeah. But the rebrand, right?
Yeah. What you think about? I know this is not really involved, but it's just me because the whole gentrification of Morristown. Is it good or bad? Because since you guys run so much and you guys see all of Morristown.
I mean,
I think more so, is it good or bad? I think it's just inevitable. I think I saw it and a lot of people saw it coming a long time ago. Mm-hmm. It is interesting to see it play out, but I mean, this started happening a while ago when they knocked down
Burger King, the whole Burger King.
Exactly
that shit was crazy.
Before that, I think when remember that parking lot next to the high school?
Where the apartments are now.
Yeah. That's when I was just like, okay, something's happening here. And then they built the Modera.
There's about to be no more Speedway, huh?
Nah, shout out to Speedway, man.
My cousins still live out there, so I'm like, yo, damn, like.
Nah. Shout out to Speedway, bro. I'll do anything to pull
you see, thankfully they still have the little soccer field down there, like heading toward Morris Plains.
That's not a soccer field, bro. That's a.
Oh yeah, that's like.
That's a what?
Bro, you play soccer, you leave with bronchitis and all that dirt.
No, I showed you, right? Because I think Cars even said.
Yeah.
My cousin played there everywhere, but they played nasty.
Like nasty as in like nice nasty or nasty?
You may leave that spot with a broken ankle.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck, yo.
Yeah.
They'll step on your foot, yo. They don't give a fuck.
I only had to go there a handful of times to find out, this is not
Have you guys had any issues with the town when you guys brought so many people out?
Little things, but certainly nothing major.
Okay.
They've actually been pretty good working with us, I will say.
Do you guys get permits for any of this stuff or no?
But if it gets to that, then
Look
we'll
at that,
be
man.
there.
Town loves you, man.
Just,
Are you guys trying to expand, or you just want to stick in Morristown?
That's a great question.
I mean, we're heavy on the Morristown stuff, obviously.
No,
yeah. But we
But you don't wanna be-
definitely
you don't wanna be local, you
We
wanna be
definitely
global,
don't.
yo.
Yeah, the goal
You
is
wanna be
not
global.
to like
Want to
be
be global, man. Don't be a Jadakiss. That's what I'm trying to say.
Don't do that, yeah.
Whoa.
Don't do that.
ass.
He a legend.
local.
He a legend, bro.
What the 50
Nah,
say?
he's a
He's a
legend.
local.
He's a legend,
That's
bro.
cool,
He's a
bro.
legend, but he's local though. People, only people in New York know him.
No. East Coast, bro.
Not, bro. What the
Bro.
50 say?
You're gonna tell me people,
Only,
and we're going somewhere else now.
I know we are, but this goes back to
And
don't
Kiss
stay
is my
local.
favorite rapper,
Don't,
too.
don't
Like-
stay local. You gotta be
Nah.
local.
Look,
But anyway,
look. The intent is not to stay local. Obviously, again, we're heavy on the Morristown stuff, but that's why we go elsewhere and talk to people and shake hands and ask for advice, and because we want to be, in all these other places.
Yeah, bro. You gotta go shake hands, kiss babies, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, John.
So to answer your question, no, we don't want to be local forever. But this is home turf, and
Is this a long-term thing, you think? Or you just don't know yet?
I'll let you answer next. But I think for me, the way I always put it is, I signed a lease that I can't break.
Because of the partner?
No, just because these people are committed to this run club. They treat it as their own. So
Because
it's
I know,
kinda
because
like-
when we spoke, like when we first did the pod, I know you really like, you do one thing, but then he's like, yeah, I kind of got tired of photography. Let me move on to this. So I know how you are. I know where your mind is. So now I'm like, are you like, obviously you're 100%, 120% into this. But now, let's say 2 years from now, you're like, is this a long-term goal? Or is this like, you know what, I'm going to let him take care of this, and I'm going to do something else?
for as long as I can physically run, I'm going to run, because running changed my life. It's not just like, obviously it's a healthy habit to have, but like the discipline part, like you look at things differently, you chop them down differently, just like you're running a marathon. All right, let me get to my first 5, let me fuel. So it's just about breaking things down. So I mean, I'm here for the long run.
Same with you?
Yeah, same with me. The only thing I would say
I hope.
is
Let's hope, right? He's like, yo.
you just
It's
never
a handshake,
know.
right? There's no contract between you. It's a handshake.
Man, we're locked in, bro.
I'm just saying, we're a handshake. We're a handshake. We don't have no contract. So that's why I was like, you fuck me over. It's like, I'm gonna fuck your life up.
You own his masters?
I basically really do, because masters
crazy.
really. I'm not in reality. No, I'm just saying. In reality, when people own their masters, the studios that you record it, they own it. So when
Right,
artists
right,
say I'm going to New York to record it,
Right.
that studio is mine until you say, yo, I want to buy it, like just give it to me. Or your labels basically said, we set up this studio session for you up, but they pay for the masters for the studio to give it back, give me the
There's
session.
always like a middleman.
Yeah, so all the sessions are right there. So basically, in general, it is, you know what I mean?
I got you.
I have the original recordings in my house.
Not all of it.
Well, not all of them.
But go ahead, man.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what it develops into, because things change so quickly. Technology is changing, and that might hit us in a certain way, hopefully for the positive.
Do you think we're running technology?
I think so. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Bro, nothing.
We have
surprises me
robots
nowadays.
running.
Oh, one thing's for
first?
sure. One thing's for sure. People definitely need that side of like your humanity,
Yeah.
Actually, the crazy, and I don't want to go too off track here, but one of the craziest messages that I got was this one individual reached out and said, I believe in humanity because of the Run Club again. And I was just like, whoa, that's...
Did you cry?
Did
you tear
I
up?
think I might have shed a tear.
That's what's up. You see, those are the type of shit you don't know what, man? That's what's up, though.
You know what kind of text messages I
You say,
get?
no, anyways,
No?
yeah, we're not going to do this, yeah.
Tell
No,
us
that's
one.
what's
Tell us
up.
one.
All right, Freddie asked me.
Alright,
Tell us
man. The text message I get is from this fool. He'll be texting me like, yo, send me the questions again. I'm like, bro, I just sent it to you already, yo. Like,
What are we doing?
But
But yeah, man, I think we're in it for the long term, bro. Like, it's only been, 7 months? Like, we got a lot of learning to do. We're still... like,
when was your like your what's the word? Not due date. Like your basically test for him. Be like, all right, like if he passes this month in my head, I was like, he's dead ass about this. Or was it like the first week? You already know.
Bro, the phone call, man.
The phone call.
That was it. You can tell when someone's just like about it, and he showed up. And I was just like, all right. Mind you, that was my first time actually meeting him in that parking lot. We didn't always meet up at the Green. We met up at Lawanica. Yeah, Lawanica. Yeah. And it was 9 dudes. We forgot that part. It was only 9 dudes.
Bro, 9's better than 0.
It is. But like, I remember thinking like, damn, imagine if we got 20 out, like 10.
The craziest part is I still see people come out in this freaking cold ass weather. Yeah. That's how I knew it was real.
Bro, Tuesday?
I was like, there's no way because I'm not going.
But the thing is, once you start running, your body starts heating up and you don't feel it anymore. So,
and even above that, accountability, you know.
Yeah, man.
So
that goes a long way. Yo. So people are locked in with us, and we obviously appreciate them for that.
Bro, I've been locked in the gym for the past like 6 months, bro.
You go to the gym? Or you just do
I do very light strength training. And I should be doing more. I guess I have a bad knee right now.
Bro, just throw a sleeve on that bad boy, yo.
What was that?
Throw a sleeve on it, bro. Bro, you gotta squat like 250, like the way Carbs does, bro.
Yeah, man. Where's Carbs, bro? I need.
Yeah, Carbs looking good, man.
Bro, he's looking great, man. You know what?
He's always been locked in.
Of course, man. He's been locked in for the past 12 years.
But you go to the gym?
I do less lately, but I work in a gym, so my clinic is in a gym, so I'm fortunate for that, and it's nice. So I have access to it.
That's what's up, man. Now, yeah, I like looking at my friends as inspiration. I always tell Carbs all the time, and I remind him because it's another person I give his flowers. Tell him all the time too. Like when I go to the gym, and I tell him like, bro, I'm trying to be like you, and he'll laugh. And I tell him like, nah, I'm being serious. Like
because the way you say it, bro.
Obviously, because we're boys, man. You know, I throw a little, a little sexual innuendo in there somehow. Yeah. But I tell him all the time. And all
this is why we don't get canceled.
What do you mean, bro? It's my boy. But I do tell him all the time. I be like, yo, I want to have the discipline that you have, and just kind of like the way he has sculpted himself. Yeah. And I want to be close to that. And I've been working real hard at the gym. I've been getting stronger, and I see the difference. Yeah. But obviously, you can't expect results right away. But I gotta do what I gotta do. Everything's a
process, bro. Like, everything's a process, no matter what you do.
Will you guys include more people into your team, or is it just like no?
I think we already have. In certain ways. Yeah. And a lot of people have been amazing and volunteered to help us out with so many things, which has been awesome. But definitely, especially as we continue to grow, I think it'll be.
We have those few that we trust. Like I'd say, like 98% of the time we're present. But there's a few times that we can't make it, and we have those that step up and they treat it as their own. So that shows that they truly care about this and they lead those runs. So yeah, people are stepping up.
Yeah. Sure. You say you guys do. You say you do stuff with in the summertime with dogs and walking, or dog walking.
Yeah, that was just another friend who has, I guess, like a company where he walks dogs, pet walking, and whatever. We just added him to the list. We just like, yeah, you want to come and promote your own business? Why not? We have all these people.
He brought a lot of people. A lot of people came.
Bro, there was a point where I think this is like dead midsummer, where the walk club was more popular than the running.
And Freddie was thinking, you know what, man, maybe we should go this way.
I was ready to, shift gears, but
you bring your dog?
My sister does.
Your sister does?
Yeah, I'm running around doing other things.
Let me leave this motherfucker over here.
I'm the only dog, bro. I'm calling myself.
Yeah. So.
That's what's up, man. Man.
That's actually my bad. Talking about money.
Bad.
But that's another underrating business, dogs.
Oh yeah, man. People definitely need that. We strive for that.
That's a very underrated business.
I'm trying to get a dog soon, man.
Don't get it.
I want a dachshund.
You don't have the time. I'm telling you.
What kind of dog?
I want a dachshund.
Ooh.
I want a little sausage dog. I want to call him Chorizo. And for a nickname, I'm going to call him Chori.
Chori?
I like, yo, Chori, come here.
Chori, sit up.
Chori.
That dog gonna die, yo.
Relax,
Why do you say that?
Yo, what do you have against me, bro?
Bro, what? I'm going to tell you why. One, you don't have the time.
You don't have the time, bro.
What? He's always going to be alone. Because you work a lot.
True.
You always work a lot.
Bro, he'll never be alone.
Where, you going to bring him to work?
I have to.
And the way you're always stressed, you're gonna give the dog.
My boy gonna be stressed. The dog gonna be sitting at the table like this, like. So I did your taxes. It's not looking good, man.
Look, Jose.
But
it's not looking good.
I'm not getting no
the
treats.
marathon you were gonna speak about that. You said for him to speak about.
Man, that was more than a marathon. That was 100 big ones. I'll let him.
How many miles is that?
100 miles.
Oh, that's 100 miles? You didn't stop once?
I stopped plenty. Yeah,
You
I
stopped plenty? Talk about that.
Yeah. Jeez, that's the thing. It's crazy how this stuff develops.
100 miles? Hold up, 100 miles is nuts, yeah.
Bro, I have a problem going walking down the stairs
Bro, I
from my
get tired
house.
from here to my car.
It's crazy. I used to say I would never do that because I used to watch podcasts and all these things with these people, like David Goggins, for example, right? But I knew my limit. I was like, I might get into running, but I'll never do it. That's crazy. That's why the running journey, and I tell people all the time, it's interesting. You really don't know where you're going to go. I've changed so much as a runner. So this past year, yeah, I committed. That was my big goal for the year, is to knock out this 100-mile race. And I had 2 members on my crew, Freddie, and then he's like a friend and a mentor, I would say, Joe. And they were my 2 crew members who helped me during the run, helped me with nutrition, helped me with everything, pacing, when I was throwing up.
Bro, that was crazy.
In the heat.
That was crazy.
I would just get back and be, I gotta just get back to these guys that help me reset. They're dumping ice in my cap. It was the hottest day, like that in Illinois. This race was in Illinois. That was the hottest day, I think, in the 2-month stretch. And it just happened to be race day. So they're dumping ice in my cap during this thing.
Yeah, it was insane.
People are passing out. Like it was insane. And Jeremy, who I met at Running Man, we committed to this together. So we ran 50 the year prior, and then a year later we were doing this. And it's just a crazy experience. My goal was to get under 24 hours, which is, I got a belt buckle, which was pretty cool.
That was cool.
But
24 hours running,
yeah.
So the goal for anyone doing that
there was
race?
no like rest.
No,
rest
there was.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because 100 miles straight, bro. Like,
no.
Just go to the bar and drink.
No. There was.
At the rest breaks, that's actually where you guys would be waiting.
So we'd meet him, every, I don't know, average 5 miles, and he'd stop and we'd give him gels or, honestly, the unhealthiest food you can think of, chips, because you want all those carbs. And sometimes he'd be like, "Nah, man, I don't want Lay's. Give me I don't know,
noodles.
Noodles or just some random." But my job was to just be there and support him. All right, bro, here you go. Let's go.
So you went all the way to Illinois.
Yeah, we flew up.
Now this is your question.
Yeah.
What did that mean to you that he went and took the flight with you?
Yeah, it meant a lot. I was actually,
and that you just met literally less than a year.
That's actually,
that's a good question.
It's a great question.
You know what I mean?
It's a great question, and actually at the time, I probably didn't tell you, but I was hesitant to ask him. I don't want to have him. I did just meet him, like really, and then so I honestly was like, no, I can't ask him. But then some time went on, and we developed a relationship where we could rely on each other and trust each other. So I was like, you know what? Let me just see what he says. And with no hesitation, he committed to it. Yeah. And it was huge.
I think we both won out of that experience because I got to see him on a whole different level. Just like, damn, this kid's really good.
Are you going to do it?
I am not doing no 100 miles. I'll be honest. I'm going to stick to my marathons and chop those down. But after seeing that, especially at the infamous mile 75.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, out hearing that, I think that moment probably brought your bond a little bit more closer.
It did, bro.
Then took the fun club to the whole.
It did. I mean, we were tight before that.
Yeah, but I think
that experience, because it was almost like he's relying on me. If I wasn't attentive or I missed something or the goodie bag, I would like to call it, with the proper gels and pills and all that, didn't have what it needed.
Bro, you just met him. Like that's what I'm just trying
to. Well,
that's
what I'm saying. But for me, it was like
now.
I took that on as responsibility. I gotta be there, bro, because I can mess up his race by missing just And mind you, these 8 spots were not close. We had to drive to each one. So again, everything had to be on timing. And I looked at it as all right, he's trusting me with that. So let's rock out. Mm-hmm. And that's what we did. And he finished in the 24 hours.
Oh yeah, that was that was probably, at least for me, it was the best part of the race. So Joe and Freddie were sharing duties. After 50 miles, they can come in and actually run alongside me. The first 50, I'm alone. And I see them at the aid stations, and then I take off. Joe got me all the way to 95. Joe, by the way, is over 60 years old, and he's just one of the most amazing people. So he has tremendous experience with these ultra races. We're deep in the night at this point, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. And in my head, I was breaking down before that, but we just kept chipping away. And I knew just from meeting Freddie, this is the type of guy that he is. As soon as I get to Freddie, like I knew he would understand the moment and that it's game time. And so I got to him at mile 95. That was the last aid station. I took I had my vest on at that time, took it off, threw it to the side. I don't even know if I said much to you, but it must have.
Oh, so you were in the last 5 miles with him?
Yeah, but again, in order to break 24 hours, this was like what 6:30 a.m. He started at 7 on the dot.
Yeah.
Sunday.
The day before, yeah, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. So to hit 24, he had to finish 7 a.m. on Sunday. Yeah. So then he got to me, and I was just, all right, bro, we got to go. Like it's 6:30.
So you did 5 miles in 30 minutes?
It was 6. It
was
was
6? Okay.
Yeah,
something like that. I don't know, but we broke 24, bro. I know that for a fact. But regardless, it was just like, again, up to me to be like, bro, we have to go, And how do you tell someone, let's go, when they already got 95 miles?
Yeah. How was that? How was that emotion for you? Like, how did you feel? Because obviously, you probably went through stages of emotions throughout every single, I guess, maybe 5-10 miles, depending. But what was that like?
That's why I say this was a crazy experience. I can take you through the emotion from 95 on, and it was crazy. When we took off down that hill, first of all, before we go, I look at the guy. I'm like, how much time do we have to get under 24? Yeah. And he looks at his watch. He's like, you got to run faster than you've ever ran.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how much time was on there, but I was just like, let's go. Yeah. And that's all you said. Let's
strapped
go.
Up and let's go.
Yeah.
We got to go.
So we take off down this hill, and I'm like, oh, we're cooking at this point. I know we're going to hit it because we're going, what I felt like was a 7:30, 8-minute mile.
Yep.
I look at Freddie. He's like, yeah, we're running. I think we were running like a 10-minute mile, which wouldn't have cut it. And I'm pushing at this point. So I think that just speaks to the level of exhaustion. For me, I honestly felt like I was running a 7-minute mile. I'm like, we're going to get there in no time. So we had to actually push. And
I had to use my words right, bro. Yeah, like, that's the thing. I had to be able to be like, all right, bro, we got to kick it up a bit. But like trying to be careful still. But
right.
We still, man, he did it. It was a good moment for both of us.
Made it by 5 minutes.
Yeah. So
made it by 5 minutes.
Enough cushion there.
How was that excitement at the finish line? Like, how did you feel once you crossed that finish line? What was the emotion behind, like, that you had once you crossed it?
I mean, even now, you took that video, and I think there was another video. I look back at it, and so Jeremy, who I was, again, committing to this event with, and I ran alongside for most of this event with, which that's probably a large part of why I was able to get through this race. It's because we ran alongside each other. But at a certain point, I was sick, and sick before the race, which sucked, but it was what it was. And I was taking medicine, nasal spray, and at a certain point, I just broke down. So that was the most emotional point of the race is when Jeremy, we just made a decision. He had to go because he was going to be able to make it. And I was like right on the fence in terms of hitting that cutoff. So when I got to the finish line, the last time they saw me was at my lowest point in the race. Yeah. And I could hear them as we were coming up, and they saw me. They didn't know whether I would make it or not. And I hear them screaming. I hear everybody at the finish line screaming. it was one of the best moments of my life, and it was all worth it.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. That shit makes me excited. I'm like, damn.
You want to go for a run now?
Yeah, let's go for a run, yeah.
How'd you prepare those months? Like, what'd you do?
Run a lot.
Like, what you eat? Like, did you just cut off like any like, I don't know, did you cut anything out?
Well, actually, you asked me if I am in the gym. Back then, I was in the gym heavily because I knew in this training I was going to be running a ton. I want to have some weight on because I know it's going to come off. So I was pretty heavy, and I was able to keep it up until like the last month. I could keep my gym routine. But the one thing, if you don't keep up with your nutrition as you're training for this stuff, it's and that's tough to do. Even in the gym, I just didn't have the energy to push on some days. I could feel myself getting weaker, mostly because I didn't keep up with the nutrition. But the training, I would recommend. I was doing somewhere around 60-mile weeks, but typically you're going to do more than that. You're going to do probably, I would say 70, 80-mile weeks in your training.
That hurts my feelings, yeah.
You can't do that, yeah.
Bro, I can barely get out of bed. You want me to do 70, 80 miles? Come on, bro. That's
you guys do water fast? Like 24-hour water fast at all?
I'll be honest, I don't.
You don't? You?
I don't.
No, never experimented.
I feel like I need water, bro. I want
Me?
water.
You need water?
I enjoy water. I'll be honest.
That's good. A lot of people don't enjoy water.
I enjoy water. For sure.
That's what's up, though, man. That's a great milestone, man. I definitely champion you on that. I mean, I know that's definitely like a hurdle, especially a mental hurdle, trying to get through, especially in 24 hours. So definitely applaud you for that, man.
Thank you.
You're that right there proves that you're strong mentally. You're stronger than most people, because I know for a fact I probably throughout that race a lot of people dropped out because they couldn't make it all the way through, and that's awesome, bro. Like, that's really, really awesome. Like, now I have something to talk to Juan about. So but that's great, man.
Sure.
You know, do you guys have like a gym playlist? I know you say you run without music. Do you still do that, or
most of the time? But
Okay.
I like it. I like running with
so what's your playlist like? Like, what do you guys listen to? I listen to sad music, but that's just me.
You know, did you see the 50 quote that he said about one of the hardest to do is to run with no music?
Yeah.
Hell
You
yeah,
saw that
bro.
quote, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Battling demons while you're running,
Yeah.
bro.
And he's like, I forgot what the quote was, but like him saying that, just remember the 50 quote. He's like, yeah, you want to try something? Try going on the treadmill for 20 minutes with no music, just your thoughts.
That's
Some
No, that's
crazy,
true.
bro.
Survive
Yeah.
that shit.
It's because it's just you and
Your thoughts.
your thoughts.
Me and my
then-
demons, yo.
That's
or
basically-
demons.
Bro, I open my closet, bro. There's demons in there.
It's you and whatever the hell you're going through.
So what do you
All my
run to,
exes. That's what's
So
in
I
there.
try to split my runs down the middle. When I do have music, it's old Kiss, it's 90s hip hop, because that for me is just storytelling, and for whatever reason it amps me up. What I try to stay away from is upbeat music like Dembow, because it just throws my
Yeah, my boy want to start dancing while he running. Yo.
it throws my heartbeat through the roof. So I've chilled on that, but mainly I'd say old hip hop for sure. 90s rap.
How about you, man? What's your playlist like when you do listen to music?
Yeah, I listen to.
Lady Gaga.
I shuffled.
Lady Gaga is crazy.
I shuffled. It might come on. It might come on. Honestly, if it's the right song, I'll let it play.
Look, man, as soon as
I will let it play.
for me, as soon as that Drake come on and I hear "Leaving Me," no, she left me. I'm outta here.
Yeah.
You don't listen to sad songs in the gym?
Oh, all the time, bro. What do you
Yeah.
think,
I do too. I don't know
Bro.
why. People be asking me,
Sad
like, you listen to
songs?
sad songs in the gym?
bro? Trust
know.
me. Look, man, like, hear me out. Check this out, right?
Okay, listen.
So I've been getting stronger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting stronger,
It's okay.
bro.
Yeah.
As soon as that Jaded record comes on,
Yeah.
I got 130.
You just push it. I won't
Why'd
let that.
you leave me? You know, it goes crazy, bro. I'm telling you.
You know what's funny too? Now that we're talking about sad stuff, a
Here we
lot
go,
of
man.
people get into running because of past relationships.
Yeah, it's like the gym.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
go to the
Or
gym
just
because they
I
got
guess
broken up, or
yeah, like that just kind of like click something, and then they just start going ham.
I mean, me personally, at least from my experience, I think that it's just trying to deal with the traumatic experience of what you went through.
Yep.
And, something I learned through therapy, and which, if you need to talk to somebody, I recommend therapy. Something I learned through therapy
Question, how long have you been in therapy?
Going on a year now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Still go, yeah?
yeah, bro, I just had my session at the beginning of the
Because
month.
you told me you stopped.
Well, yeah, I stopped because I was moving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I
you
picked
got
it up
last week.
No, at the beginning of the month. So like 2 weeks ago.
I think you have it one. It's supposed to be like weekly, but go ahead.
No, I'm doing it monthly now.
Yeah.
Because there's not really much to talk about with my therapist. Shout out to Monica. Monica, you do wonders. But one thing I learned through therapy is that a lot of people try to find outlets for the emotions that they go through, right? Because it's sometimes bottling up so much emotion can be so detrimental to you as a person,
Yep.
and people don't understand the outcome of self-harm. That's something that people do after breakups, and or even just not knowing how to deal with the emotions on a daily basis. Yeah. And what's a better way to kind of deal with the emotion? Find something that's going to counteract against it. Right. So if I'm sad, F it, I'm hitting the gym. I'm gonna get that high from working out. Or again, it's the same thing with running. I think there's a certain high that you get when you're running. So it's just, I think it's that, just trying to counteract that feeling, trying not to, as dark as this may seem, you're trying to feel nothing at one point. Right. I think that's where you want to be at. You don't want to feel anything. Yeah. The only thing you want to feel is some type of high that you used to get from that person. So
replacing that with
that's
not doing
deep.
alcohol
That's deep.
Facts. And that's why me personally, I've kind of chilled out on drinking. I don't really drink as often as I do. But when I do, it's mostly with family, but that's because it's family. You're gonna Christmas was a little strong for me. Let me say, 4 bottles of tequila, let me tell you, man, between 7 people.
It's the right time to do something like that.
So but
you guys still drink.
I still drink.
You guys still drink or not?
Occasionally.
Not like before.
They dabble.
Because bro,
because you guys do a lot of running. So my thing is that.
And here's the thing too, long runs are typically on Sundays.
That's what I'm saying.
So that should explain that.
No, but yeah, man.
But look,
I recommend therapy.
I'm always down to have a drink.
Like dabbling.
It's gotta be appropriate. Obviously.
No, for sure. I agree 100%, man. I agree 100%. You got anything else, my man?
Bro, I got a lot of things to talk about.
I love that, man. I love that for you. I love that for you.
Oh, there we go. How big do you guys want to take this? What's the goal? There has to be a goal. There has to be a goal. What's the mountaintop for this?
Oh, man.
I'll let you go.
Because you told me there's some things that you guys are working on. I don't know if you guys could talk about it, but what's the mountaintop before we go into that? What's the mountaintop for you guys? Damn, we did what we had to do.
I think the thing definitely that we've both been in agreement on, and we said it before actually, is we want to be let's say a presence or a figure in the running world and the running community. That's something we feel pretty strongly about.
And how do you what would that be though?
I mean, it could be through
getting
many
a
ways.
Sponsorship from Nike, that would be it right there.
An official sponsorship for
from
sure.
Nike running. There's some Nike running, right?
Yeah.
A special sponsorship from Nike running. That's the
Kipchoge.
Nike or not.
Kipchoge's a perfect example.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a sponsorship where it's written, it's a contract, it's for real, not just.
So that's we made
that. That would be one stem of
we made it.
Well, we're stepping in the right direction.
Okay.
This is all good, but there's levels to anything, right? So that would be one, and then something that we have coming up is a speaking engagement with his coach. So again, more than just running.
Trying to take us out the game, man.
Trying to take us out the
game. Yeah, you're stupid, yeah.
Podcast.
I'm gonna be toxic. We're gonna go toxic.
Another thing too, a podcast, No, okay. No podcast.
Listen, you can take hours. Bro.
Man, you guys are killing it. I can't wait to see you guys continue to put out episodes. But
I hope we do
a speaking engagement and then just a series where we could
talk about that though. Like
yeah. So the
how's
first one we have coming up is Asante's 100-mile coach, mentor. Honestly, I see him as a mentor too because you can ask the guy anything. But yeah,
Right.
he's our first guest. Next Thursday, actually, the 30th. And
next Thursday.
yeah. So we're happy to have.
And I see you're using one of your spots, yeah.
That's home base for me, bro.
You see,
I've been working out of that spot. Like another thing too, like you got to be able to. We don't have too many resources, bro. Like it's a 2-man team, so we're just trying to use whatever we can, and it's got to make sense. And if it makes sense,
then
then
wanted to do a speaking series.
Um,
and are you guys gonna do one? Like when you guys should speak?
we haven't thought of it, but
I know you're not.
Yeah.
Maybe you.
Yeah.
Freddie just likes to be in the background.
Yeah. I'm good at what I'm good at. Yeah. But I'll chop it up. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not no coach, but like, yeah, if you want to pick my brain,
So what
sure.
got you into want to do the speaking series?
Yeah, this is. I think we're thinking about in everything we do. How can we do things different the way we want to do it? And so for us, we thought it would bring value. Joe's gonna come next week and speak about living a high performance life, his running journey, kind of making sense of all of this for a lot of the people in the crowd, and that's what he's going to speak about. But we just thought it would add color to this club, and then hopefully outside of this club, I mean, who knows where this will go if we can bring in different people with different expertise in the performance industry, in the health and wellness space, and that's what we wanted to do.
That's such
Again,
a great.
it just adds another stem to the
Yeah, I was gonna
club,
say
'cause
that's
again,
definitely another great stem just to have people in that world to be able to speak on basically on how to work your body, I guess you could kind of say, or use your body to its
From, like,
its
real
highest
experts,
potential.
too,
Yeah,
with,
to
like,
its
real
highest
experts.
potential.
Right.
That's super dope. That's really, really, really cool.
And
So
will you
just-
do a speaking series?
If we're doing it together, I'll do it. But other than that,
But like, what would that look like? People just picking our brains type of
I
thing?
know,
or-
I know. You guys.
I don't know, man. I love that.
Like,
I
listen,
love
man.
that 100K
Listen,
story.
I
I
see
think
your
that's
picture.
something.
That's a good
Hold
one,
up,
yeah.
you guys have like 100 people there, so obviously they want to hear something or do something.
Man, maybe.
Yeah, you never know.
Maybe.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
Never know.
maybe.
You can't. Me personally, you can't put me in front of people. I'm gonna turn into a comedian
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
point.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there and I'll be like, "Listen, man, you try
Sometimes
to
you
work."
need that though.
I'll be like, you see me? You see this guy behind me? You think I want to work with him? No, I'm here by no will of mine. So
I mean, to be fair, this is our first real like micro speaking engagement. You know, like,
yeah.
I do consider this a speaking engagement. People probably have questions and they don't really know the full story, but like now they'll know. So
I think you guys
We
will do
appreciate
great.
this.
Yeah, I think you guys will do great. I mean, you guys definitely elaborate your stories very well. I think it's all
Are you
about.
guys doing it? It's my bad, yo.
Damn, bro, my boy cut me off mid sentence,
So
yo.
I have to bring it back. Yeah.
Man, go ahead, man.
Are you guys using? Is he using a mic? Are you guys doing it like high tech, or are you just straight? Just gonna.
I think he's gonna use his voice. Yeah, but we have a nice little setup.
You have a
He
nice
has a
setup?
screen. You know, he has everything he needs to. As long as the message is powerful, I think people will, they'll gain from it. And I think this guy is the right guy.
Bro, if you need sounds, man, just let me know, man.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Sound.
Yeah, you do got you got
Just
quite the
let me
setup
know,
here,
man.
bro.
If you need sound, you know what's crazy? What me and Freddie talked about. I told him. You remember when we did the photo shoot when you helped me with at your spot?
Yeah.
We spoke. I said, "Yo, Freddie, you should."
That's
do
where I
it."
gave him Mr. Marcy the name, actually.
Yeah.
Boom.
I told him, I said, "Yo, bro, you should do a podcast with your shit."
Yeah.
Remember I told you
Yeah,
that?
I
I was
do
like, "Yo,
remember.
bro,
Yeah.
like I think you could take," and it's crazy.
Yo, y'all hiring, bro? Sign me up, bro.
That is a dope spot. That was
Nah, it is a dope
That
spot.
was
That's
a
why
dope
we
spot.
picked it. Again, just using whatever we have available, bro. We're using. We'll add our own little twist to it.
Do you have a lineup already, or is he just your first one? You're just rolling with the punches.
We got a potential second one,
Mm.
but again, it's got to make sense. Like, these people got to be able to.
Is it just running speakers you're trying to get?
Well,
and coaches, are you trying to expand to expand it, or you're just trying to keep it boxed in to just running?
I would say more performance. Performance.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Love that for you.
people have other interests aside from running. Running is just like our bread and butter.
Speak about the merch that you drink.
Yes.
I think it was like last month. You did the pop-up? You did the pop-up? How was the
Yeah,
pop-up?
last month. Yeah.
How was the pop-up?
The pop-up was good. We did it at a local skate shop on Speedwell, which obviously meant a lot for us.
This is the medium, bro. You take the medium, bro. What the hell you give me? Bro, you think that's gonna fit me? Have you looked at my body, bro?
You're looking good, man.
You're looking good, bro. You're looking strong, Jose.
Hey, look, bro. I'm looking like an eggplant. Don't play me, bro. But I'm trying. You know.
How's
but yeah, so the pop-up was good. I think it was a good. Again, like Morristown is still very new to stuff like that, so it's gonna take. One thing that we're learning too along the process is like anything new at the moment is gonna feel a little strange, you know. So it's all good, you know. We'll just keep consistent. And we'll just keep bringing these things to the town, and then sooner or later you're gonna have to catch on to the wave. So the pop-up was just one way of just like, you know, expect more of this later on. But the merch, yeah. So the first piece of merch we dropped was the Nike tee, right?
Yeah.
Which is like a classic at this point.
I hope they don't sue you. You see, they're suing a lot. They're suing Bape.
Man, I think Nike has a lot bigger fish to fry than
I don't know, man. Don't say that. That's what that guy with the sneakers. What was his name?
Oh yeah,
Hellcat.
Yeah,
but he's a whole influencer, bro, with like millions of followers.
I'm just saying, you never know, man.
Bro, they ain't worried about it unless someone snitches.
You know,
damn, why you say it in such a low tone, yo?
You know, he's related to 6ix9ine. Yeah, they're both Mexican.
Not too much, bro. Not too much. Not too much.
Now we're really going somewhere else.
Not too much.
But yeah, so that was the first piece of merch we put out. I think that's a stamp now. When you see it, you can't miss it. And then after that, we went to the long sleeves, right?
Was that next? Yeah, I think so.
I think that was next, yeah. Yeah, so we had long sleeve, black and white, same logo, I think. But that's more of like an athletic performance wear. So people really like that one. And then, we had these. We had the hoodie, and then we had the t-shirt.
Yeah, you had a hoodie?
Yeah, we had the hoodie. Hoodie sold out, though, bro.
But
and then we're working on something new. So.
All right, man. I need that
new.
No.
But are you guys, obviously, there's a running gear.
Yeah.
Like an outfit. Are you guys trying to do that as well?
Like a tech suit?
Yeah,
Yeah. Why not? Again, it just gotta make sense. Like we can't flood people too, because then it just becomes like
bro. You gotta make
You have to flood, bro. You have to, especially if you're new.
I think there's different ways to flood. And I think the way that we're flooding is not through merch.
Yeah, I was gonna say personally, when it comes to merch, you want to keep it limited,
right?
To keep people more engaged. Like, damn, they sold out. All right, I gotta wait for the next piece.
What's the next drop?
Soon. We got some samples.
Soon. You see how he said it? He said soon. Don't worry about the date. I don't want no discount, bro. Just send me the link.
Oh, you're not gonna give us the details.
Just give me the link.
How about
bro.
this?
I need that pre-sale.
You'll see it when it's.
Obviously, I'm gonna see it. I'm on IG.
Yeah, you'll see it.
I'm on IG.
So then, stay tuned,
Is
bro.
it gonna be before spring?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to pull up with my Nike run shorts, yo.
Yeah, pull up, man. You already said you're coming out, so you got to come out.
Are you gonna start running that?
Yeah, I'm gonna run out of patience with you, bro. That's what I'm gonna run.
So, is there anything else you guys are working on, like individually as well, or this is your main focus?
Nah, I mean,
I think it's just this is the main focus, but outside of that, I mean, this is one thing. We also run a lot.
Yeah.
Outside of running with the club, it's a lot. So sometimes I'm like, I wouldn't say it's difficult, but you have to be disciplined to keep
I don't want to see you
stuff.
anymore, man.
Bro, the run club is a full-time job. It's more than just picking routes. It's trying to figure out what we can do next, how we can stay creative, how we can stay, engaging with these people. It's a full-time job, but we love it. This is what we signed up for.
Talk about the collabs. You guys have been doing a lot of collabs.
Yeah. Collabs.
We've been fortunate with that. We've definitely been fortunate. We've collaborated with a bunch of different brands and companies, I'll say, at this time. But I think our stance is just, especially at this point, and we did say it early on, but definitely now and moving forward, we'll only do it if it really meshes well and makes sense. So we get a lot of proposals, but if it's going to add to the experience of the runners and walkers in the club, and we think it makes sense,
It's a go.
It's a go, yeah.
It's a go.
Coffee and run?
Yeah.
Drinking coffee. You know about coffee, man.
Yeah, bro. I love coffee.
Drinking coffee?
I mean, it gives you a little boost of energy, man. A little
Well,
caffeine.
typically-
I thought it gives you bubble guts, man.
I mean, depends on what time I drink it throughout the day.
Or the coffee's after the run.
Yeah, it's after.
It's after the
Typically,
run.
but look,
I'm hoping.
but look, you have people who,
drink coffee before.
yeah, and they're fine. Like I personally can't do it. Like, yeah, he's one of them. He'll show up on
Rip it.
Saturdays and he'll order his coffee and then he's amped up.
Mhm.
I personally can't do it for that reason. It just doesn't, mesh well with me. But that coffee seems amazing after the run.
Oh, really?
It's amazing.
Are you a big coffee person?
Yeah. I've always been a big coffee person.
I'm big.
Best coffee you guys had?
Great question.
Damn, there's a lot.
That's all I see here. Coffee, man. I'm like, yo, this guy.
Coffee is where it's at, bro.
Nah, there's a lot though. I'm a huge dark roast guy. Just black. Nothing crazy in there.
Like that answer.
Man.
Why are you laughing, bro?
I know where you're going with that. Man.
What are you talking about? I like dark roast coffee too. Yo, this guy's crazy, bro.
Yo, not for nothing though. Shout out to General, man. I really do. I enjoy their coffee. I'm not gonna lie, I do. There's a few others as well, but that's just the more frequent one I go to because it's right in town.
Yeah.
I used to live in Bergen County, and I got familiar with a few of the coffee shops out there that I really like. So I haven't been there in a while, but I'd have a particular spot out there that is probably my number one. Muse Coffee. Muse Coffee. If you're ever out next to MetLife, it's somewhere around
Next
there.
to Met.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that
Nobody?
one.
Nah, bro. The only coffee place by me that I get told a lot about to go check out is Rook's Coffee. Rook's Coffee Shop.
No way.
Right by Little Silver.
Is that down south?
It's Central Jersey.
Okay.
Bro,
Excuse me.
Central
Actually, you know what?
Jersey.
I have heard of that.
Yeah, there's a Rook's coffee shop.
heard of
It's
that.
literally at the Little Silver train station where I catch the train to come up here.
Yeah.
So I've heard a lot about it, but every time I go, they're closed already. So
I've had it.
it's good.
You
I've
miss
had
it.
it.
Yeah, I think I have.
It was good.
I heard they're
good.
opening up one up here. So
Probably
from what I've heard,
Wow.
Dunkin' or Starbucks?
Starbucks.
homemade.
No, come on. I'm just picking the two main guys. Those are the two powerhouses when you come to talk about coffee. Who? All right, tell me someone else. Who's powerhouse?
Nah, I'm a Dunkin' guy. I've always been a Dunkin' guy.
Really?
Yeah.
They're-
But if we're talking about consistency, I'm going with Starbucks.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I go to Dunkin', they give me a lukewarm coffee. Now I'm upset.
And for me, it's just like I
Or
feel like
too
it's
hot.
watered
Or
down.
too hot, bro.
Is it
Too hot or lukewarm.
You guys remember the
you know
old-
what's underrated coffee? I don't drink coffee. I'm just saying from experience. McDonald's coffee.
Bro, that's where I was gonna go
comes
next.
up.
That is boiling water, bro.
It is.
Really?
That is boiling water.
That's lava in a cup,
there's
bro.
No way. Like
That's lava in a
That's-
cup. That's
You heard
lava in a
about the
cup.
soup that the
Yeah,
lady made
bro,
that they
that-
put it in between her legs and they burnt like
yeah.
like 2 degree
I think she
burn?
spilled a little bit or
Yeah,
something like
even
that.
like 2nd-degree burn or something.
Yeah,
like
bro,
that.
that's boiling
But it's
water.
good
I don't
coffee,
know.
yeah. That's what I heard. The McDonald's is underrated. I heard
I'm good, bro.
the taste.
I don't want lava. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good off that. But yeah, Starbucks for sure.
Okay,
So-
fair
For
enough.
sure.
What's the order, man? What's the order?
Which deodorant?
No. What's the order?
Oh, what's the order?
What's the order?
I
What's the order?
I
You
just
know what's
told you.
funny? You know what's funny? I really don't use deodorant like that no more.
Really?
Yeah, if I do, I use
What topic is it? But go ahead, man.
no, but you said deodorant, so and then
I said,
I
what's the
use-
order?
I thought you said deodorant.
I know, but we'll get back to that. I use damn, what's that?
Is it spray?
No, it's still a stick, but native. I use native.
That's what I was gonna go.
I use
Yeah.
that because it
Really?
gives more of a natural scent, and it depends because it's more of a
That whole brand, they got
Yeah.
the shampoos, they got the
I
lotion.
heard the
Like,
shampoos are bad for you. It leaves you bald. That's what I heard.
man,
Bro,
I got
I'm
plenty
headed
of
there.
hair, bro.
I can tell. Man.
not too much. But I definitely
Drifty out here, yeah.
Yeah.
but I definitely I use
This guy
native
Brian's
body
crazy.
wash. I use native body wash, and like
Yeah.
I don't
The
really
body wash is amazing.
Yeah, I really since I started using the brand,
Yeah.
I rarely ever use deodorant, and
You don't need it. Damn, we may have to look into them, bro. You gotta send a few samples our way.
Yeah. Thinking. But anyway, what's the order for Starbucks?
Bro, like I said, I don't get wacky with these things. Just give me a tall or grande, whatever the hell. Just dark roast. Sometimes if I'm feeling,
My boy, let me get a pike.
Oh, the pike is good too.
I know
Pike
it's
is
a
good.
joke. I am gonna be honest with you, man.
Yo, what's good with this
I know
man?
it's a joke, man.
Yeah, pike is good. Sometimes I'll do a little bit of like almond milk in there.
Yeah,
No.
I get the caramel macchiato with soy milk
Mm.
because I'm a little bougie.
What about food wise?
Food wise, I always get the turkey pesto.
The pesto.
Yo, heat that up, yo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they
the
be
the
playing
pesto.
sometimes. They be playing sometimes because sometimes I get the sandwich and it's more bread than it is turkey.
Really?
But you know, it is what it
I
is.
guess it
man.
depends which one you go to.
I mean, there's a Starbucks right in my plaza, so I go every now
They
and then.
cut you short. That's in
Hey
the plaza.
man, hey man. I had to pull up real quick, yeah. But now I started getting refreshers.
Okay.
Get the strawberry acai with little strawberries.
I
in
love,
it.
I love
Have you
acai.
tried the peanut butter one?
Peanut butter?
Yeah, man.
A drink?
No, the acai. I thought you were talking about that.
No, I'm talking about the
Bowls?
drink.
bowls,
Not
yeah,
refreshing.
Bowls. Dang.
I love an acai bowl.
Yeah, for sure.
The peanut butter with banana.
Where do you go though?
The city.
Oh, the city.
Yeah, he different.
I'm not
yo.
really. I'm not, bro.
Yeah,
I
wait,
love,
he'd be like, yo, I want a bowl. Let me drive to the
what's
city real
crazy?
quick.
I don't go to Morristown like that anymore. Like the
Yeah?
only time I go to Morristown is to visit cars or what else? I don't bro,
See some baddie out there.
Nah, I don't see anyone out there, bro. I
You gotta
really
come to the
rarely
Run
go
Club.
to Morristown like that. It's just like it doesn't call my name, man.
And don't forget about your hood, bro.
So,
That's all I gotta
from
say.
the hood, man.
Nah, I'm trying to forget my hood.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell
I think
everybody.
I'm out more. I'm in Patterson more. I feel like Patterson adopted me. I'm more in Patterson than I am in Morristown.
What the hell are you doing in Paris?
Shit.
trying to find some Dominican girl out there.
Shit, too much things out there. But
All right.
But damn, what the fuck was I was gonna say? Damn, you see, you lost my train of thought. You got a question?
Nah, man.
Damn, you see, now I lost my train of thought, man. But do you guys have plans for the summertime already? So what are you trying to do? Can
Yes.
you speak on it?
Yes. Yeah, we're trying to.
That really means they can't speak on it. But they're
Yeah.
trying to.
Look,
Guys,
man.
like-
All I'm gonna say is that we
Come here,
have
guy.
been using,
Come here.
this colder time to just strategize for the rest of
Yeah.
of the year here, and we're gonna work hard, bro, to do things that people said we couldn't do and all that negativity. So yeah, just stay tuned.
Stay
We're,
tuned.
we're gonna continue to.
Stay tuned.
Remember, running is just like the foundation.
So give me one thing you're doing this. I need a sneak peek.
What
I
about
need
sweet
something,
cream?
yo.
Hey, why you say it like that, yo?
You see what I mean?
Yeah, you ain't hear him? My man's like, give me something, yo. He's like, yo, come on, bro. This man's a wild
You really
man.
want to know?
I really want to know, man.
Sweet Green. Sweet Green. We
I love sweet green.
we did a collaboration with them.
I saw that.
Yeah, early on, and we have a great relationship with the manager in Morristown. We like them, and we want to run that back. So that'll likely happen maybe this summer.
Mm.
That's
It's gonna
awesome.
make
Bro.
sense too. Like you eat outside, they got a little patio. We're not crammed inside, so
Yeah.
That's awesome, yeah.
Gonna
I
work
Did you
hope
guys-
that works out.
Did you guys start late summer?
no, we started I guess midsummer, July 9th.
So this could be the first time you're like going into spring.
Yeah.
This is
like-
the first time for everything.
Yeah.
Like colder
Yeah.
months, and that's why we had to have a damn near perfect end of the summer to carry that momentum into there because we knew it was coming, and we used that to get these people out and they're showing out. So, but like we had to perfect it. We had to do. Damn, I don't know. We just had to do well in order to carry that momentum. So that helped us.
Is there anything else besides events and merch you're trying to do and include it with the run?
Like outside the speaking engagements too.
Yeah, it's fact. Since you added those three, is there anything else you're trying to add into it?
I'm sure there is, but I think those three are. That's a lot,
Mhm.
So like we don't want to do them half-assed. We want to put a lot of effort into the merch, the speaking engagements.
Are you recording the speaking?
We're not sure yet,
You should.
sure,
Then
not
put it
sure
on
yet.
YouTube, man. I'm telling
but we
you.
also want to just be like, you got to go to like,
Are you one of those people?
yeah, you got to go, you got to
You're
go,
one of those people.
yeah, you got to go,
That's a smart thing, though.
yeah. Because then at that point it's just like
Yeah,
I'll
no.
just watch
Yeah,
it.
no. Because what happens if someone's too far?
Man, shut up.
What happens if someone's? What happens if someone lives in, let's say, where you're from? They want to go, but they can't make it.
Okay, they didn't make it.
That's
What do you want me to do? I'm being serious. It's like going to a concert.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I'm just saying, bro.
That was a good question, though.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
You guys got anything else you want to speak on that you guys could say?
And the only thing I want to say is that we're going to continue to be fearless. We're going to continue to work for you guys, and we're going to continue to bring a positive experience no matter where the hell you come from. We got a pace group or groups at this point. We got a walk club. So every face, every pace, you're welcome. You guys know that. And thank you for...
Yeah, chill.
You trying to be a rapper now too? Look
Throw
at
up the beats.
I'll throw it up right now if you want.
I ain't rapping. But thank you for your support. And you can always count on us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was beautifully said. I'll just continue to try to lead by example. I think that's what I've tried to do. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't have called myself this before, but I'm a runner. And so I'm going to be running.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We're going to... Sky wants to run too.
Influence more people to do that. So...
And then at some point, we expect you guys to come out too.
I'll come out.
Think about it. We came out here, so you gotta.
I'll definitely come out, show support.
We appreciate it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'll definitely come out.
We're here for an even trade.
I'll definitely come out. I definitely gotta show up, even if it is to walk.
Yeah.
Now you gotta run.
Run?
You have
bro,
to.
I'm gonna run from you, bro. That's the only running I'm gonna do. Nah, but that's dope, guys. I'm super proud of both of you. I think you guys are doing amazing things, and I think there's so much in store for you guys, and just seeing that you guys are well prepared. And the pivotal time is to start in spring, which is when running basically picks back up again. Yep. I know in my town, that's when I see runners here and there. Yep. Right now, but it's obviously cold. But I know in springtime I see a bunch of runners. They just had the 5K Shrewsbury 5K right before the summer ended. Yep. So that was pretty cool. They shut down a majority of the town to get that going. But I wish you guys the best. I'm definitely gonna be watching.
I'm not done yet.
Well, I'm saying my piece, bro. Damn. Anyway, I'm wishing you guys the best. I'm excited for you guys. And again, me personally, I love your story. I hope many people get to hear your story because I think it's inspirational. I think what you have is something that a lot of people don't, and that's a moment that has changed your life forever. So, but I hope that many people get to hear your story, because I know that story will definitely probably change people's lives, in my personal opinion. But besides that, I wish you guys the best. I'm going to be championing from the background. I'm definitely going to show up to these events. I'm going to drag Juan with me. I'm going to hit him up and be like, yo, I need you to pull up.
I thought you were talking about the other Juan.
No. Different one.
Yeah. But,
Juan's out here, man.
Man, me like that, man. My middle name's Juan.
Have you seen Juan?
Not recently,
not like before, because I know you used to work out with him.
Yeah, nah, he's busy, man. He's doing his thing.
He doesn't do the run club?
Nah, bro. Again, I guess he's busy. Yeah. But
it's a second door.
He'll pop out. We're good?
Hold on, man. I'm waiting for my man.
How you feel about Drake? The whole Drake thing, yeah.
Drake thing? What Drake thing? The beef?
Him suing UMG, man, because his feelings are hurt.
Man, I'll be honest. I'm far removed from that stuff.
Good, bro.
Care less what the hell.
Get away from it, bro.
I know what I got to do, and that's continue to empower these people.
That's right.
That's all I got to do.
Meanwhile, I'm here trying to get him not to yell at me.
It's crazy. There's a lot more questions I want to ask, but me.
We could do a part 2.
No. We had a little talk that we couldn't.
Era wants to get into my personal.
No, not personal. I just want to, dabble into a little bit.
He wants to poke the bear.
He wants to stir the pot. That's it. That's what he's good at.
But I appreciate you guys, man, for real, and I can't wait to hop into these episodes again, bro. I'm telling you, it was my daily or weekly Tuesday jam. So
I appreciate you, man.
Don't stop this time, man.
Nah. I think we're trying to be more impactful this time around.
Yeah.
Because obviously I think that before it was a lot of volume and just not enough substance.
Okay.
But we've had conversations, and we want to make sure that these episodes become a little bit more impactful.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Try to do it a weekly thing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're picking it back up and just kind of trying to see where it goes from there.
If it's rushed, it's probably no good. Yeah.
Hey man, I twerk a lot. I don't know.
Yo, Freddie, man. Maybe how's the girls, man? How's the girls treating you? Yeah, how's the love life, man?
Man, I'm single as hell right now, bro.
I'm
single.
I love that energy, bro.
I only worry about few things, and that's that's my personal life, my personal development, and the run club. That's it. So it's a triangle. I don't mess around too much.
I love
We're
that.
in our 30s already, man.
That's fine.
That doesn't worry you?
Like
you say that's the topic I want to talk about now. Our age. We're in our 30s right now.
Yeah, that doesn't worry me.
So you don't mind like getting obviously you want a family, right? You want kids?
Yeah.
Same with you?
Yeah.
You don't mind getting like is there like a age you want to have kids out?
Nah, man. I think the right time for everything, it's gonna happen, bro. Like, look, Asante, I met him at the right time and things worked out. So like I'm not out here pursuing anything. If it happens and it runs by me.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay.
What is this guy talking
about? I think people put that pressure on themselves, like
looking for a relationship.
Or just like forcing things. Like you don't gotta jump at the first thing,
that's what my therapist told me.
You don't let age discourage you.
Nah. I feel better now in my 30s. I'm 32 than I did when I was 23, 25.
That's a
so like I'm definitely not worried about.
Bro, I feel 22 right now, bro. My bones differentiate.
You don't want to have kids when you're like 38.
What are you talking about, bro? No.
Oh, it's the other one.
Yeah, it was the other one.
It was the
other one. That's good, man.
What about you?
Nah, bro, not. I'm just.
How the ladies treating you?
No ladies.
He's lying.
There's no Dominicans right now.
There's no Dominicans? It's all good, bro.
How about you, yo?
Me? Let me get into it real quick. I mean, for me, like I'm not really worried about a relationship. I think that I've been doing so much self-healing and so much self-improvement. I'm not really looking.
Yep.
Obviously, if it comes around and it happens, it happens. Right. But I'm not really rushing anything.
Tell me why I feel like you're gonna meet someone in this run club.
Probably.
Or you don't mix business with pleasure.
I think that's the wrong thing to do.
To meet someone in your run club?
Yeah, Era.
Look, as long as...
No, that's not me. That's not me.
Wait, what do you mean?
That's not me. That's all. I can't get to specifics. That is not me.
Nah, you gotta stay on top of your stuff when you're doing something like this.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's who you used to be.
Don't mix the past.
Nah, bro. The past is the past, man. We live for the future and live in the present. Feel me? Bars.
I love that.
But yeah, anything else you guys want to say?
Nah, I think I said everything I had to say.
You want to give your IG, everything?
Yeah, the IG is FRVD.run, and that's really all we use right now. It's our main source of socials. The updates, the runs, the merch, everything you need is on there, so make sure to follow us. That's all I got.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. I mean, this was great. I had
Appreciate
a great time. And hopefully we'll be back.
Yeah, for sure. Now, again, like I said, I appreciate you guys. I'm rooting for you guys. Can't wait to see what you guys have planned.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm going to drag him with me to go on a run.
Yeah, definitely drag him. No walking sky. You got to run, bro.
Yeah, you got to run, bro. Nah, you need a sprint. All right, my bad.
But yeah, Lucky View Podcast episode
204.
204. I think they should drop. What's today? Thursday. This should drop Monday. The video, right? You could do the video. The video and the pod will drop on Monday midnight. No, Sunday midnight, going into Monday. So yeah, it'll be on all platforms. Lucky View Podcast on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. We're popping on TikTok, yo. TikTok, we went.
We're still going?
Oh, TikTok, yeah, they hate us. Or they hate me. I'm gonna be honest.
At this point, they hate you?
They hate me. TikTok is crazy.
Yeah, TikTok's a whole different world.
TikTok got me because it's the Future video. They think I'm on Future side. The one I said when Russell took his son to them the game. Yeah, and then the Ryan Garcia one is still going crazy.
It's still going crazy?
Still going crazy. They hate you.
Yeah, that's fine, bro.
But now, yeah, TikTok. But yeah, TikTok. We could finally go live on TikTok too. So
Damn, that's dangerous.
man. But not yet. Thank y'all for coming through.
Thank you, bro.
And you know what I said before the pod? I was like, if you guys are down,
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
yeah, we're gonna talk about it. But yeah, see y'all next week. And yeah, thank y'all for tuning in.
Out.
Peace.